Hey homebrewers, Ryan here back with the Homebrew Wednesday update. Today I'd like to talk about judging because I just got back from judging some beers. I have not done a lot of this. My homebrew club, Society of Barley Engineers here in North County, San Diego, we did a meeting last year, I believe it was, or maybe it was earlier this year, on the whole beer judge certification program style judging, BCJP judging styles, where we went over basically the scoring sheet that they pass out and use that sheet to score some beers. Other than that, I really don't have a whole lot of judging experience. Most of my judging comes by reviewing commercial beers here on YouTube. And so I was hoping that the palate I've developed over the years of doing that would definitely help me within the judging, because I am not a BCJP certified judge. I've been thinking recently about maybe trying to get into that, and tonight was kind of a good insight into how that process works. I judged blonde ales tonight, which is a style I'm not terribly familiar with. So before judging, read up on the rules, and thankfully someone had a book there to reference so you could understand what to expect from the beers. And thankfully it was me and two other guys, fairly well-known people in the beer community around here, that are BCJP certified judges, were the other two judging the blonde ale category with me. So they were able to kind of help me out and talk about the different points. And it was pretty interesting doing that tonight. Definitely learned a lot. I think judging helps you prepare to where to attack your style, where to kind of figure out where to begin to win awards at BCJP certified judging contests. It really helps develop your palate because you can see what the other people are tasting, and it helps you learn about styles you're maybe not too familiar with, and gives you appreciation how hard it is to brew some of these more common sort of simple styles, if you will, like a blonde ale. We did 7 beers. One was an absolute standout, and then a couple of other ones were maybe not quite the style, but very nice beers, so they were second and third. And which kind of brings up the other point of beer and home brewing, because a lot of what I've done is not meant to be the style. I'm doing something different. Whereas a lot of commercial breweries might brew a beer exactly to style. Not always the case, but sometimes they do, and you kind of, as a home brewer, might want to go away from that. So, I don't know, it's kind of like this push and pull kind of thing in my mind where it's like, I'd like to do more contests and try different styles, and trying to brew to style and getting it judged is a great experience. But the other hand, I really want to do some weird stuff that's just going to fit into like the other categories, just off the wall stuff. And I see a lot of you doing those type of beers too, which is great. So I understand people might not be interested in BCJP judging and that whole thing, but I kind of want to get more into that kind of area as I go, since I can't enter a contest with really a whole lot of wacky beers. There's not a whole lot of open contests like the one Stone does for their AHA rally, so everything else is usually BCJP certified or two style. Not always. Some breweries will have their own pro-owned competitions with different rules and judging critique, but definitely learned a lot tonight doing some judging, so I just wanted to film this video while that was kind of fresh in my mind and kind of share that experience with you. But pretty much you're pour out the beer, you go over the appearance, the aroma, the mouthfeel, the flavor, and then you kind of give an overall impression. Each category has a different amount of points, total up your points, and then you discuss it with the other judges. And you see how far everyone potentially might be off. We had one category, one of the beers we judged where we were off by a lot, and we kind of had to discuss it, retaste the beer, kind of reevaluate it, and kind of get closer, because the judges need to be 7 points off within the category. Because it'd be very inappropriate to give a homebrewer feedback where you have one judge giving a 38 and another giving an 18, because it's kind of like a mixed feedback. It's like, well, who do I go with? My beer's really good or it's not very good? You know, the judges need to kind of come to a somewhat of an agreement with the particular beers when they judge them, and what they think can be improved or what they liked and all that. So hopefully, you know, give the best feedback you can to the brewer. So it was kind of tough for me because in my mind I try to go into review mode where I'm doing my tasting notes, which definitely helps out as far as writing stuff down. But in dealing with homebrew, you're going to deal with a little bit more off flavors and not as clean fermentations as a lot of the commercial beers. It wasn't too bad in our flight. There was one pretty poor example of it, but other than that, it's reviewing beers on YouTube has definitely helped me in that respect. But I have a lot to learn as far as the styles go, how the beers fit to it. So I might start looking into becoming a certified BJCP at some point. So tonight was kind of a look into that, and just wanted to share that with you guys. As far as going on homebrew stuff, I have a pumpkin ale going that you saw the video for. That finished out really quick. I pitched my yeast Friday afternoon. I came home Tuesday night from work, saw very minimal airlocked activity. I thought maybe the yeast got stuck and just stalled out on me. And I got home. I wasn't able to check it Wednesday night. I think I checked it Thursday night. And so 6 days after fermentation, that thing was down to 1014, 1015, which with lactose added and using, you know, the London Ale strain, that's about where Beer Smith predicted that I would finish the beer at. So the beer's pretty much done. It's a little cloudy. It's going to let it condition a little bit longer, and I'll probably just let it go until I get back from GABF. So next topic, GABF. I will be out there flying out Wednesday. I probably will upload this video on Wednesday. Just set it up ahead of time. Flying out Wednesday, I'll be there through the weekend, fly home Sunday morning, and going to the Thursday night session at the festival and the early Saturday morning session. I was able to get a media credential through Chris Steltz, you know, with Beer Geek Nation. Chris won't be making it out, so I'm going to try to do the best to shoot some footage from there. So look for that on my channel soon. I'm going to plan some other stuff around town. I haven't fully set my itinerary for Denver, but if you guys are around, you know, come up, say hi. I'd love to meet a lot of you out there if you're homebrewers or just beer geeks or a fan of the channel, you know, out and about. But I'll be at the festival those 2 days and mostly hanging around Denver. I don't know. I might try to get on a brewery tour if something's set up to maybe head up north to Boulder or Fort Collins. But I don't know how they're doing up there after those really bad floods they had. So if everything's kind of back to normal up there, then I'd love to go check out some of those breweries up north. Anyway, this video is going far too long, but just wanted to give some thoughts on pretty much my first experience judging beer with you know, a BJCP guideline style contest. So until next time, everyone, keep homebrewing. Cheers.